real. Fucking deal, killing them, kill bill. Got the skills, unstoppable, did the impossible. Everything they ain't, I do what they can't. Plus them other hoes stink. Ugh. You got just what I need. Them other hoes, they cannot.
My little babies, my little angels. How are you guys doing on this beautiful day? I love you guys so much. Let me start off this video by saying I am in such a good mood. Like, I have such positive, good radiation, good vibes today. I don't know if it's because, you know, what I've been doing to my hair lately to just really elevate my mental health. But I literally just am feeling so abundant and so blessed. So I just want to give a shout out to the universe and the most creative, highest, God, Jesus, you know, all of that good stuff. Because I'm just feeling like a little butterfly. Just like my little cup. I'm so thankful. But, yeah, I just had to start off with that. But anyway, how's y'all, how y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful, marvelous day? I am feeling really, 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 really good. So, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but I know that it's going to have something to do with boosting your hair growth and growing your natural hair and just some little tips within all of that. So, without further ado, let's just get started. I'm sitting right here, my little coffee is just getting all cold, and I literally posted on Instagram. It was this thing from Friends, the show Friends, and it was one of the characters talking about how everybody else is getting pregnant, married, and she just drinking coffee. And I was like, oh my God, I never related to something so much. Like, oh my God, you know, I would love for Selena Marvelous and Bambi Barbie to get that ring, walk down the aisle, all of that good stuff, maybe some kids in the future. But as of now, it's given soft girl era, healing girl era, growth era, and that's growth within my mindset, that bank, you know, that bread, that dough, that cheese, that guap, that marinara, that mozzarella. All about my dough, you know, green dough, denier, guap. If it ain't about that, then please stop out of with these. Look, listen to Farm by Is Bambi. Anyway, so the title of the video is gonna be something about that. So, speaking of scalp and all that good stuff, let's talk about some scalp massages. Number one, this is a really, 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 really big factor if you want to grow your hair out and just have really nice, healthy hair. Ain't even about it growing, just having healthy hair. See, a lot of y'all don't be knowing, you have to talk to your hair. You have to massage your hair and give yourself a scalp massage for the days. If that's coming from an all-natural, you know, doing a home remedy hair mask. Y'all know I used to love to put mayo in my hair, put eggs in my hair, and all that good stuff. I haven't did that in a while because I actually have like some really, really, really good shampoo that I've been using that really been helping it. Shout out to Head and Shoulders shampoo. That's a really, really, really good shampoo. It's like got everything good within it. You just got to pick out which type of hair type that you have and which type that you want to use within it. But Head and Shoulders, I suggest all of their products the best. And they ain't even sponsored this video, but Head and Shoulders, if you trying to give me that bag, you know, I'll get on that commercial and do that for that bag real quick. You know, Miss Bambi, she about that bag. But, yeah, so scalp massages, it makes your hair more resilient, basically. It makes your hair more advanced and prepare for, like, anything that you put into it. Like, for example, me, I used to love to get me a good old, like, closure sew-in. So what I didn't know is that the sewing in my hair and doing that was actually thinning out my hair. So I would just get a little closure at the top. Sometimes I might do a little leave out within it all, within a quick weave. But it was thinning out my hair, and I'm like, what's going on? So then I did my little research, did some really deep, you know, within it all. And then that's when I found out, you know, scalp massages make your hair more resilient, and it actually prepares your hair for anything that you're going to put in it. So, like, if you're going to get a sew-in, like I said, or if you're just going to get your hair braided and slap on a wig with some combs in it, you're good that way. Just make sure that you massage your scalp because it's going to make your hair more resilient, more stronger, and more, you know, healthier and boost your hair growth. Here's what I've done. Now, within that, we're going to talk about braids. Braids, twists, locks, anything. Honey, Do it all to your hair, but make sure when you're doing it that you wash your hair first and make sure that you are most definitely oiling up your scalp. Because if you are not oiling up your scalp, then what the fuck are you saying? Oh, that's a real fact right there. You should be oiling up your scalp at least once or twice a week. Washing your hair at least once or twice a week. The dirtier that your hair, the more it is going to grow. Just make sure that you massaging your scalp when it itch. Remember that. Massage your scalp when it itch. Don't be getting combs. That is messing up your hair. That is thinning out your hair. That is so damaging to your scalp. And I bet you it's not even itching that bad. And the way that, because I used to do this. I used to literally be grabbing combs, doing everything to scratch my scalp when I used to have my hair in. Not my real hair in, but I've had it like on a weave or something. And that was messing up my hair so bad. So what I've learned, you can either give yourself a little pat, or you can ignore it. But you cannot ignore that itch when it be itching in your hair. But so I suggest giving yourself a pat. The lighter the pat, the better, because you don't want to be tapping your head so hard. Because, honey, your brain cells, come on now. You have to talk to your body nice and all of that good stuff. So yeah, don't wash your hair all the time. Once or twice a week. The dirtier that it is, the better it is. And yeah. So if it's under a wig, that's good. So to grow your natural hair, real tips also that complements your hair is to protect your hair at night. When you protect your hair at night, you are protecting your hair from your pillow getting all over it, your hair, and thinning it out and waking up, with some spots missing. If you do not prepare your hair at night, protect your hair. I'm sorry. Protect, you know what I meant. If you do not protect your hair at night and do all of the good stuff that you need to do, honey, you are not slaying and do not know what you're saying. Because let me tell you something. I remember I used to call myself not going to sleep without a bonnet on, a scarf on, or nothing, and waking up, my hair looking a whole mess. Unnecessary just tangles. Unnecessary just, combing my hair for like the next hour that I get up. Unnecessary. Put some oil in your hair. Put a bonnet on. Go to sleep like that. Now your bonnet, if you got one of those bonnets that don't stay on during the night, I'm sorry about you. Those are the worst. It's like literally like your bonnet has got legs and feet and just get up and walk out on you in the middle of the night, and that is the worst. So make sure that your bonnet is fit. It's so many bonnets at the beauty supply store that you can order. You can get custom made bonnets made. I was thinking about selling custom made bonnets, one of these days for y'all, but I don't know. We'll think about that in the future. But yeah, really good custom bonnets, with good stuff in it. I literally seen on social media this lady. I thought it was just like a great idea. She made like this jacket with a hood in it, and it got like the material that a good bonnet has in it. So when you put it on, your hood is protecting your natural hair. Somebody put that in the link. I seen that somewhere, and I thought that was just, I think that should be sold at everywhere. The beauty supply store, every single local store, every single name, brand store, all of that stuff, because I feel like this is essential to help your hair healthy and to continue the good growth within it all. I think that I did my big chop maybe like back in I think I did my first one way before I even transitioned and all that good stuff. But hey, we're not going to clock that one. But we're going to clock the one I did back in 2017. You guys loved it, that one. It was a whole new era within that one. A whole new spirituality growth within it all, yes. And then I did it again back in 2021-ish. And this time I went full on bald. And when I went full on bald, honey, this was like a natural reset for my hair because it grew back with nothing in it. I tried to not even oil it as much. It was like that much within it all. Like it was a whole spirituality thing. Like when I did it, my artist, you just becoming myself, and just was like, I just didn't want any hair within that time. And I do not regret it. I remember one time driving on the freeway. I didn't have no hair at all in my hair. Being myself, Selena, and I had no hair, and I just felt so free. I rolled down the windows, and it was just like all this cold air was coming in. I had no hair at all, and I just felt so free. Because a lot of people, like, hair is just like everything for them. Like hair always just been like my it always been a plus to me. I always got like, oh my god, I love your hair, or within that, and I just always never let it just define my character. I always, because there are people who their hair is their whole aesthetic, their whole character, their whole life, and I just never wanted that. That's why literally, like when I shave my hair off, I'm like, I want y'all to see me, my soul, the vessel, not the clothes and all this stuff, because I want you to see me, me, and that's just what I gave within it all. So within it all, I know I'm going a little sidetrack, but what I want to say within growing your hair, understand hair is hair. You can go out and go buy a wig from what you want your hair to look like within it all. It's hair. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, that ain't your hair because you paid for it. What type of sense do that make? You went out and bought that hair. That's your hair. I don't care if that comes from somebody in a whole nother world. That's your hair. You paid for it. I had a wig on not too long ago. Somebody asked me, is that your real hair? I said, yeah. Then my sister clocked me and was like, that is not your real hair. And I'm like, I paid for it. It's my real hair. So I paid for it. It's my real hair. That's true. You know, that's typically how I go. But also, another tip that I want to give within growing your hair is to just not really have too much heat within it. I flat iron my hair every once blue moon within the year. It's literally a special occasion when you see me with my hair flat iron. As of now, I'm only flat ironing it because it's been in braids for like 3 months. Back to back to back. I've been wearing wigs, back to back. Trying to make it grow, putting all the oil into it, you know, not washing it. And so like I really needed to flat iron it just to show it that love and to give it that TLC that it needs. And when I flat ironed it, I could say that it's given, it's looking healthy, and it actually grew. I'm going to show pictures throughout this whole video of like the growing process that my hair has been going through by just doing all of these steps that I'm telling you within this video. So yeah, I would say flat iron your hair for occasions, especially for the weather. Now me, I do love, a lot of people, this is a really good secret that I love to do. A lot of people don't really know about this, but I find it helpful to really flat iron your hair within the summertime or like the springtime when it's getting a little warm out and stuff like that. So that way when you're adding that heat to your hair, it's not really damaging it when you go outside and you kind of sweat it out a little bit. That's just one thing that I just love to do. Like I love to flat iron my hair, maybe like in the summertime, maybe like one time, and just like flat iron it like to the T, to that bone. It's just like so straight. And then like it'll have that bust down middle part and all of that good stuff. And then I would literally just let it sweat out a little bit. And what that do within your hair is something within the sweat, within our body, that naturalness within it that helps your hair grow. It's something within it. Look it up. It's a scientific. Y'all know I'm Selena the scientist. I really get into it all. And that really does something to your hair, that signalizes something to the scalp to make it, you know, grow within it. I'm telling you, I did my research and it is a fact. And I love to do that within the summertime or within the spring. Now, right now it's the winter time. And, you know, I feel like that is the best time to really flat iron your hair because you ain't got to worry about nothing sweating out unless you're in a house and it's a little heated, or you're going to a holiday party and it's a little heated within there. Okay. But then other than that, you're going to be cold when you go outside. So your hair should be, you know, lasting. You don't got to worry about it sweating it out and all that good stuff. So, yeah. That's my tip within the flat iron. Okay. So while I was sitting up editing this video, I forgot to mention, one of my favorite hairstyles that I like to do for protecting and growing your hair, and that would have to be my Bantu knots. I live for some Bantu knots. Bantu knots are such a good protective style, and it's such a cute hairstyle, honey. It's one of my favorite hairstyles to do, like around the house, or just when I'm going out, or just if I want to get a cute protective curly style and within a couple cute seconds or different curl pattern, I am going to most definitely use my Bantu knots. So yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to add that in. So these has been my tips on growing your hair. I also just want to mention one of my favorite last tips of growing your hair is to just let it grow by itself. You cannot yell at a flower and be like, grow, 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 grow. What are you doing? Why aren't you growing? You have to water that seed, invest in that harvest, and one day you're going to get your beautiful garden. So my last step within it all is just within anything within life. It don't even have to be your hair. It could be your mindset from transitioning from one character to another character or whatever it is. Just make sure that you are having patience throughout the process. Patience is going to give you so much within life. You do not just want to just take the easiest, quickest thing. Just take that patience route within it. I'm telling you, patience until your hair turn gray. That's the name of my second book, available on Amazon. Go out and go get that book, y'all. But yeah. So without further ado, I love you so much. I hope that you have a really, 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 really beautiful day, full of good vibes, joyfulness, and good growth, good boost, within that all good stuff. And yeah, slay until your hair turn gray. And do your best. And let the gods do the rest. Honey, I love you so much for the support. Do me a big favor and go on Amazon and support my new book today I'm giving you. That is my love letter to all of you guys, because I started off over 100 videos of me saying that. So I am giving you that book. So please go out and go support that book. And yes,